okay, we have come to end on a positive note because we talked about.
After this, I was like, maybe I should quit. But
we spoke off camera like, this is the reason I quit modeling. No, girl, I can't be the reason you quit modeling.
No, it's okay. We're gonna talk about the positives, and then
yes, and then we're gonna
end on a good note.
We're gonna show the power of positivity.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Ready.
So I want to know. Okay, I told you if you water a pot, you have a healthier home. You breathe cleaner. You.
I've heard that like studies have showed that it literally like makes you a happier like person.
Seriously?
When you have plants in your house, yeah.
Oh wow! So it's like, who would have thought that from having a plant you would have got this? Now we're gonna swing that back into modeling. Like seriously, by having a plant, you are able to go to plant conventions one day and meet other people. You know what I'm saying?
Plant conventions.
Maybe that was a very far stretch, but you know what I mean, right? What are some things that make you happy? That gains. What are some things that you want to do and that you want to like a successful modeling? Like you got a good photo. You know what I mean? Like what comes to mind immediately?
100% the people that you meet. Yeah. You're modeling like all the connections you make because you meet so many interesting, like creative, talented people, and it's just like cool to like get to talk to them and be friends with them, and then like if you're like a big celebrity model, you get to talk to all the celebrities and be friends with them. So I'm hoping one day, but
no cocaine.
But right, no cocaine. No cocaine ruin your brain.
Yes. that rhymes. Cocaine will ruin your brain. Yeah, that really does rhyme. Definitely. So you meet creative people, talented people.
So meeting people and like you get a lot of unique opportunities that like a lot of people would never get to say they've done. Like I would never, climb a ladder in the middle of a field.
Yeah, that was like you would have never just gone on like, hey, come on, help me, and like really. What? I have a brain blank. I was trying to read this trigger question, and it basically says like, what quality levels do they impact? What would they mean to do more or less? Like what normally like makes your clients happiest?
That when you see the end product and you see like all of the hard work that you've put into this, like all of the time and all of like getting the outfits and getting everything ready and like posing and all the editing the photographers have to do. Once you see like the final product, you're like, wow, like we did that.
We did that.
Yeah, like
we really
did that.
We seriously. Yeah. And those photos, the photos that you have are just like stunning.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Like to me, it's just like, how does this even happen? Like, I saw one of you. You're literally jumping on a tennis court. Like.
That was actually horrible because it was in like November or December. I think it was December.
It had to do with the clothes situation?
Yeah, and it was warmer for being December. It was like 50, 55 degrees. But I had goosebumps and like all those pictures. Like I was trying to get them to go away because it was windy too, and it was like. Yeah, it was. I was
but
very
how
cold.
did you feel afterwards? Like
afterwards, I was like, wow, like I never really thought I could even pose like that. Like I've always pictured like the jumping model shots in my head and how cool they looked and how I've always wanted to do something like that. And every time I've tried it, it just like hasn't ever really worked out. And for the first time, I like figured it out and like did it. And I was really proud of myself. Like I was like, wow, like this is actually an impressive pose because a lot of models like they go back and forth between their own like couple poses, and it was something very different that I had done that I'd never done before. And really
literally you're levitating off the ground.
Yeah.
So you basically gain new abilities.
Yeah.
Posting abilities.
You
gain new posting abilities. What you're gonna walk the runways in Kitschy Fashion Week, so you basically got accepted in audition. So tell me about that. Like what brings you joy in that?
Yeah, just like finding out that I get to walk is like incredible, and I really like like exposure being shown to people. Like it's honestly like modeling's a business. People don't realize that they think it's just like this little hobby people do, but it's a business. You meet people when you go to these events, and you have to like market yourself, and you have to. I mean, the more exposure you get, like the more rewarding it is.
And market yourself. Basically, I don't know how to word this. This is very important. You know what? Being able to walk runways is something we're gonna put that on its own, but we're gonna put the business separate. Yeah. You grow your own business. Like Ashley Sims is a business.
I'm actually putting together a website right now. I'm still in the process of it. But I have all my portfolio on there, and I think I'm gonna do some like blog posts or something.
You
Talk
should.
about it, and yeah.
Oh, you're.
Because people always ask questions, and I get DMs literally almost like every week, like, how do I become a model? I want to be a model.
You're joking. People do that?
Yeah. And I have to send them the same copy and paste this whole message every time. But
you have a copy of it. You figured that out.
I try to be like, I don't know. A lot of models, they're like, they discourage people from. They're very negative, and they discourage people from wanting to model because they want everything from them for themselves. They don't want any other more competition than there already is. And but personally for me, I don't know why, but I've always like been very open about modeling. Like, yeah, I'll tell them the truth, and I tell them like some of the bad things, but I also am like very like encouraging, and I'm like, if that's something you want to do, like it's very easy, like just go. Well, it's not very easy, but you know, like you can just
so easy
as you can see.
So this is.
But I'd be like, like just go reach out to some agencies, reach out to some photographers, like take some pictures, get like your experience up, and then like go talk to an agent, and they'll help you from there, and like try to get signed, and then they'll yeah. And so, like, I try to be encouraging when it comes to, like, people asking me, like, hey, I want to be a model. But it's honestly, like, you can't just, like...
Are these people that you've met before that DM you asking about?
Some of them are people I've met before. Some people are just random internet people who are, like, mutual friends. And, But, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So, like, you can't really... The one thing that's hard is, like, you can't really choose... You don't choose to be a model. Like, the modeling industry chooses you. You have to fit their very strict, like, measurements and guidelines and, like, what they want, Which, I don't want to go back to the negatives, but...
Sometimes...
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. Like, another thing is... Sorry, I'm getting, like, really congested all of a sudden, so my voice is getting...
It's the air, literally.
But, another thing for me is, like, it's really basic, but it's fun. Like, for me, like, at the end, like, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to, like, go through, but in the end, it's, like, while I'm doing the shoot, like, it's fun. Like, while I'm doing the walk, it's, like, it brings your energy up, and then once I do it, I'm like, wow, like, I just did it. Like, I just walked in front of a million people, and I didn't trip.
And I didn't trip. It's fun to see. You enjoy it, and I see it. Like, when you're getting your picture taken, you enjoy it.
Yeah, and like I said before, like, I know, like, modeling brings a lot of insecurities, but it also brings you confidence during certain times. Like, it's kind of like a high-low. Like, you just, whenever you're getting your picture taken, and, like, the photographer's like, ooh, girl, like, yes, do that. Like, you look amazing. Oh, my God. And they'll, like, show you the picture while you're, like, taking, while they're shooting and stuff. And it's, like, I'm like, what? Wow, I look like that. That's so cool. And it's, like, it boosts your confidence in the end.
And you get to learn more about your good sides, and
you get to help all your friends when they're like, you're the model. Let's go. Tell me what to do. They do all that
you
stuff.
helped me.
And I feel very like helpful when it comes to like
you helped me the other day, yesterday.
And like whenever we were in the bathroom, and that girl was like, oh, you
take
sound like
you're doing. Like, can you take my photos? I'm like, girl, she needs to help me, but okay, fine, go help her. Okay, shares the talent of Ashley Smith. But I honestly don't think all models are that way. I think you just are that kind of person that you enjoy helping people and like encouraging them to be what they want to be. And that, I think that's gonna allow you to stay with your values. It's true. It brings you more confidence, and modeling brings more confidence and knowledge to share.
Yeah, knowledge for sure.
That's why you need to start your posts.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and you can make little videos too, actually. It brings you model, and then also I think another thing with modeling is that you have a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I know. This has been in all of them. About to bring it. It's been in every single one. It's literally like it's a pain and a positive.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it encouraged me. Like, if I wasn't a model, I wouldn't want. I'd want to, like, I just don't see the point. I wouldn't really see the point in, like, having a flat stomach and trying to get abs and, like, working hard for, like, my physical appearance. But, like, in the end, like, I'm working towards it for like my physical appearance, but in the end it's also like good for my health overall, that I'm trying to get enough sleep, that I'm working out and trying to drink more water. Like, I never even thought about drinking enough water in the day until my agent was like, it'll help your skin, just drink 8 cups. And I was like, okay.
You were like, today also another thing is we were buying SPF, and I was here like 100, and you were like, honey, that's like not good for you. You need to do
Yeah.
below. And that you learned that. Where did you learn that?
I learned that from my
Modeling
modeling agent.
Yeah.
And so so you don't want to get SPF over 40 or 50. It doesn't make a difference if you have SPF 50 or SPF 100. And if you do get SPF 100, you risk getting a chemical burn, which is like worse than getting a sunburn. And a lot of people confuse chemical burns with sunburns. And yeah, so that's something I would have never known if
I would have never known. I was over here like, no, actually, we're getting the 100%. And then I had to Google it because I'm stubborn. I was like, and then I was like, okay, maybe she's right. We're gonna get 45. Fine, let's get 45. I'm over here like 100, and we're not burned.
Yeah.
So
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. That's just funny to me. Like,
yeah.
So seriously, I put you look good doing it. It sounds crazy, but you're a model. Let's face, like you're a good looking person. Like you get that from doing that, and you take care of yourself. You learn grooming habits that you've never imagined before.
Yeah.
Literally, you learn grooming habits. You learn health tips.
Yeah.
You get to hear a lot of tips from professionals too.
Yeah, from professionals. Like we've had professionals like come in and tell us all this stuff about how we should blow dry our hair.
What?
Like all this
You're
stuff.
joking,
Like,
really?
yeah, like very specific tips I would have never like thought of.
How you should blow dry your hair? Wait, did you blow dry your hair earlier?
No. I'm trying to stay away from it now because I'm like I want my hair to get healthier. But they're like, if you do have to blow dry it, do it this way so that it doesn't. Like, okay, put the little thing on it that air flows.
That basically it tops. Okay, so I'm gonna rate you these good things that we have so far, but you have to tell me if there's other gains. Like, you know what? We haven't talked about career. So gains, like, what would make you say that you have walked a runway?
Mm-hmm.
You basically get photographers to want to shoot with you. We keep mentioning that when we write it down.
Yeah. I say I personally haven't experienced this, but it's been like a goal of mine is to get hired for a job that like gives you travel opportunities, and that's something that's always been like a goal of mine. Like I recently like had like a submission, like an opportunity for it. I wasn't chosen for it because it was for a bridal shoot, and I'm still only 18 and like don't look old enough to do something like that. Yeah. But they were like gonna pay for like your flight and travel and food and everything for you to go like and take out somewhere.
That's so cool.
And so that's been a dream of mine. It hasn't happened yet, but one day.
But one day it will happen.
Yeah.
And that's mega random. I'm gonna read you these good things right now, and these gains that you can, things that make you happy about doing the modeling industry. Okay. Ready? This is it's not. Here we go. Seeing all your work together. Yeah. How you feel proud. The end product, you feel good. Being able to walk runways. Like, that's fun for you. Yeah. Modeling brings confidence and knowledge to share. You learn grooming and health tips. You look good doing it. And that's like things that we have to keep in mind. It's fun to do. You enjoy doing this. You gain new posting abilities. Yeah. Things you never imagined. You meet creative and talented people that grows your opportunities and opens doors. Yeah. Wait, you told me this and I didn't write it down. You learn to market yourself. Yes. It's a business. You gain communication skills too. You learn to market yourself and you gain communication skills. You gain business skills and communication skills. Wow, what is that studying? Oh wow, I wonder. Communications and business. This model knows what she's doing. Get photographer to shoot with you. You get photographers that want to shoot with you. Yeah. Right now we're in Florida. This woman wanted to shoot with you, but she lives far away. But people want to shoot with you. Yeah. And like you get a lot of unique like opportunities. Like had an example in my head and then it just flew out my brain. I don't know what I was gonna say. But like the Italian Vogue thing. Like I didn't even know that was gonna happen. And what like whenever Vogue thing was? So like the picture that like so it wasn't as like crazy as people thought it was because it had the like I had a picture with like the little Vogue Italia thing at the bottom and people started freaking out. But really this photographer like took my picture and like she was like literally just in college starting out, but she was like amazing. I saw her work and it's like beautiful and I was like I need to shoot with this girl. Yeah. And so we shot in like the summer out in the middle of this field and apparently photographers like to shoot in fields. But anyway, and I was like wearing this like lacy dress or whatever and one of the photos made it on the website of Vogue Italia. You showed me this. Yeah. And I was upset because my phone like I didn't have my phone whenever it came out because I was at this camp that like
just would not let you have any service, or we weren't allowed to have your
Yeah.
phone. And then I found out like a week after it was already out, and I was like, oh my god.
You were like, I was involved
So
in Italy.
Yeah.
How in the world?
Crazy.
That is crazy.
But just like, you know,
You've
unique
also played a
opportunities
Mexican
like
girl, so you've been Italian,
that.
Mexican.
Yes, I've been everything.
She's just been everything. You seek opportunities.
Yeah.
You get hired for jobs that provide travel.
Mhm.
You organize your time. I know this is coming over here. Well, you learn time organization skills.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's the one thing I'm actually like really strive to be on time for, is this kind of stuff. It helps out with everything else.
And then you get photographers who want to shoot with you.
Mm-hmm.
You maintain a healthy lifestyle. Wait,
Mhm.
that's both in our pain and our gains.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that's what we have for. Oh, and you learn grooming and health tips. Okay, so these are the positives. Are there any
Okay.
other gains that you know you can get?
Lastly, I'd like to just, I don't know, I'd say like, just like the idea of making it in the industry and being successful, and just like the end results of like, wow, look at how far I've came from like just being this like middle schooler who
Yeah.
thought about, oh, I want to be a model, and then like actually doing it,
Yeah.
and seeing how far I've come from then, and like how much I've changed, and how much like like my aspect
Yeah.
and view on life has changed just from doing this. And yeah, I just say like,
You seriously have a whole new lens. So the
Yeah.
idea of making it in the industry
yeah,
is something that brings passion to you.
yeah, it's something I like strive for. Like this year, my goal was to sign with an agency that's like outside of Kansas City, like somewhere like somewhere in like a big city like
Yeah.
Miami. And so my agency set up some appointments for me, so
Yes.
I'm like working towards it. Don't know if
Yeah.
anything's gonna happen. I don't want to bring my hopes up,
Yeah.
but if it does happen, that'd be like incredible for me, because then that means I get the travel opportunities
Yes.
to travel here for work. But
And that would be
yeah, that's
amazing.
That's what my end goal
Literally,
is.
that's what you're. So
Yeah.
now you have learned that you're not gonna quit modeling.
I'm not going to quit. I'm gonna
So
keep going. I've come this far. I've done it
You've come this
5
far.
years already. So
5
I can't
years?
stop now.
You can't stop
I'm
because of a
too
school
deep.
project for Hania. You can't stop.
Yeah.
Look at how like this nice it looks. Now we're gonna rank them. So we'll be back to rank them. I'm not supposed to talk to the camera.